Good morning. It is day 12, or leg 12 of the Island Way, and we're staying in this lovely little village called Drumshanbo. I've got this whole house here to myself because it was the only dog-friendly place I could find within my budget, but it is really, really lovely, and we're going to be walking actually back to Drumshanbo because I kind of got ahead of myself just with the way the accommodation worked. So we're going to start in Drumkieran in about an hour and a half and then come back here and have a nice little relax. So it's leg 12 of the Island Way and we're in Drumkieran and we're walking on the Miners' Way to take us into Drumshanbo. It's about a 20-kilometre walk, so yeah, the weather's a little bit wet, but we should be just fine. So we're already outside the little village of Drumkieran and we're walking down this tiny kind of one-track road. You can see the lovely view of the lake already. We've got a little descent and then we're going to start quite a steep climb. Right, so here we go. We've found our hill. It's up here. And the road is L82721 and it's the Miners' Way. So we continue our climb up this little track to the Miners' Way, and at the top here there is a climbing museum called Arigna, and the coal mine was open until the 1990s, and apparently there's a nice coffee shop and cafe, etc. But it's about 3 miles out of my way and adds quite a lot of ascent, so we'll see how we do. We might go there, especially if the weather's turning, but otherwise we might just go past it and save it for another time. Tess is off the lead again. She's very happy. So we're carrying on along the Miners' Way. We've kind of got to a plateau now and the surface is really good, and we're just powering on through the wind, see if we can hit our 5-mile-an-hour target, which might actually be possible. Yep, so the rain's really picked up, the fog has come in. We're playing ball with Tess to keep her warm a little bit because it is getting quite cold now. It says the feels like temperature is about 6 degrees with the wind and the rain and the damp. But we're getting close to halfway and we've done way more than half the climb. So we're right in the mist or the fog, and we've got this lovely wind turbine, and I think maybe this is where all the funding for making these trails has come from, because they've put all the infrastructure in to kind of construct and maintain the wind turbines, and so they've generously made a good walking path as well. Here seems to be some evidence of open cast mining. We did pass a few kind of mine shafts back there, but it said please don't go this way if you have a dog, so we didn't, unfortunately. So we're coming down now, and here we can actually see some of the lake that Drumshanbo sits at the bottom of, and I think Drumkieran basically sits at the top of, and yeah, it's not so easy to see because it's so foggy. We can just about make the shoreline out. The wind's still quite high, but the clarity's improved quite a bit. If you can see all the way down there. Hopefully, once we get over this little bit of a hill, we'll be able to see the loch again, and we get some good views of that with a slightly better light quality. Ooh, and that is the view that I was hoping for. Beautiful loch. I think it's Loch Allen. There's Drumshanbo in the distance. Even Tess is enjoying the view. So we just climbed over that very neat stile off the road, and we're back on the Miners' Way. This section is actually, not surfaced, and so we've got a bit of squelchy mud for one of the first times so far this trip, which is nice. Don't think there's any livestock in the field. The gate's open. Yeah, we're just going to cross this field, I think, and then we go onto another little road by the side of the lake. And that'll take us all the way into Drumshanbo. It's almost like I've forgotten what proper footpaths were like. It's really nice, and the sun has just come out, so it's actually getting quite warm underneath this raincoat. So we're about to actually cross the Roscommon border back into County Leitrim. The lake is half in one county and half in the other, so when you walk around it, then you end up crossing the border. I'm not sure there'll be a sign here. And also, my Airbnb host has arranged another lady, an English lady called Sarah, to try and find me and bring me a cup of tea. That wasn't the original plan, I was meant to walk past her house and go in and say hello, but unfortunately by the time I got her address, I'd already was a mile and a half down the road, and it was a long, busy road, main road. I didn't want to kind of walk back a mile and a half for a cup of tea, but she felt quite sad that I missed her, so she's coming to find me, which is nice. Tess is off lead, having a nice time there. Aren't you, Tess? You a good girl? Yeah, you're on camera. Clever girl. So we're crossing the River Shannon. Let me bring you around this way and you can see the lake that's going to empty into the River Shannon. Oh, and it turns out we're now back in County Leitrim. The River Shannon is also the border of the counties, but I don't think I spotted a sign, but I noticed it on my map. So Arigna is the name of the mine, and here you can see there's an advert for them selling biofuels. And there we go, Arigna Biofuels. So I think this is where I'm going to be coming tomorrow, on the Leitrim Way. I'm going to be following this canal, I think.